Okay, we're recording.
Awesome. Well, hey everybody, happy Sunday. For all of you who are wondering who I am, my name is Desiree Richards, and if you're wondering why I'm in a bathroom hosting this, it's because I'm here to prove to you that you can do this business anywhere. For all of you who don't know who I am, I work with Rihanna in this exciting Juice Plus business, and I'm so honored to be hosting this for her. We've been working closely together, and we are just here to partner, really, to help share a message of hope and solution with all of you. And we're so happy to be sharing our Sunday with you. So thank you guys for getting on. Congratulations for taking 30 minutes out of your day. I know it can be hard to make those little moments when we're all so busy. So thank you so much. I remember when I got started, the support from my friends really was a catalyst to help me help more people and impact more lives. So thank you guys again for all of your support, and Rihanna, thanks you, of course. So, we just want you guys to relax. We're going to share some information with you. We're not here to tell you anything. And we're also going to talk about we're just going to share stories of people taking their health to the next level. And what I love about this company is the impact of all of the stories that we have to share with each other. We're also going to talk about the organization that we partner with. This virtual franchise, great way that people all over the world are taking their health back and building exciting futures for themselves and their families at the very same time. So, again, thank you guys. Welcome all. So I guess to kick it off, what I always like to do is ask you guys a question. And the question I would ask you is that, would you agree that being healthy today can be more challenging than it was in the past? Anybody, you want to raise your hand? So I moved to Texas, which is why I'm in a hotel room. I just moved to Houston. My husband was relocated here for business. And what I have learned about the definition of fresh, clean, healthy food in Texas is totally different from what it was in Colorado. I think that in itself is totally confusing, right? I have had to scour tons of different grocery stores to find my place in the world of Houston, Texas. And so regionally, everybody, to me, has a different idea of what is healthy, right? But one thing I think we all agree on is that there are some basic principles to being healthy. Fruits and vegetables are good for us. We don't get enough of them. Exercise is important. Sleep is important. Managing stress is really important. That's a huge part of our busy lifestyles. It's not rocket science, but some of these things are really challenging to do. How many people get 10 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables in their diet every day? Anybody? No? Laura?
Oh, she's the overachiever for today.
Laura's the overachiever, but she's all you know what I'm saying? Because none of us are doing it. And I will tell you, Laura came to me asking for help with her health, and I don't get 9 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables in my diet every single day. So what I love about this company that we partner with is we have this amazing program called the Healthy Living Revolution. And what we help people do in this movement is take their health back in ways that are sustainable, affordable, and realistic. Okay. At the core of this movement is nutritional support. And I respect and appreciate this so much more living in a hotel room for the last month, especially in Texas, because again, the definition of healthy food here is very different. So, what I love about this is the foundation of this movement is the Juice Plus products. And I'm going to show a couple of things to you right now, and we're going to talk about it. Okay, for all of you who are not like Laura and do not get 9 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables in your diet every day, Laura, I'm very proud of you. Do not make a mistake. We have something called Juice Plus capsules. This is Jetson's food. It is 30 fruits and vegetables concentrated in a capsule. It is the most thoroughly researched nutritional brand in the world. There is nothing with or without a prescription on the market that can claim it can do what this can. Period. End of story. It's really very simple. We don't get enough raw fruits and vegetables in our diet every single day. These also come in chewable form for kids, which are tapioca based. And I love that because dental health is a big buzzword in my life. I love having a healthy mouth, and I don't want anything sticking to my kids' teeth and causing tooth decay. So what I love about our gummies is they are artificial flavoring, preservative free. They don't have any additives, and they aren't going to stick to the enamel of their teeth, okay? Then, for all of you who like fast food, how many busy parents out there need a fast food solution? How many want to have like breakfast in 2 minutes in the morning? Yep, me too. This is a huge game changer. This has been a huge game changer for us. These are complete protein meal replacements. I love the versatility of these things, and they're delicious. You can bake with them. You can make raw snacks with them. You can make shakes with them. You can make smoothie bowls, but they're delicious and they're healthy, and they have all of the essential amino acids to be a complete form of protein. So I know that's a buzzword in, the world that we live in of health. Like, you can't get all of your protein sources from plants. Yes, you can. We found a way to do it. Fruit vegetable concentrates in a complete protein, and they're delicious. So I love these. My kids love these. I have a 16-month-old who drinks the shakes. I have an 11-year-old who drinks the shakes every day. And the difference it makes in our energy is you. The other thing is we have whole food bars that are part of this line, and we have a brand new omega capsule, which is just phenomenal. I can't even tell you what it does to my energy, my mental clarity, my focus, and my ability to get through my day as a busy mom. So with that being said, I would love for some of these ladies to tell you what these products have done in their health of themselves and their family. So Rihanna, do you want to step in here and just share a little bit about your story?
Absolutely. And thank you so much, Desiree, for talking with us about those amazing products. Can you just hear me okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I've muted some of you guys just to try to keep the background noise, but if you have something you want to ask or something, feel free to unmute yourself. So I found out about Juice Plus probably right after I was having kind of a health crisis of my own. I woke up one day and I felt more like twice my age instead of just 33, instead of just my early to mid 30s. And with a child of severe special needs, I became very frightened of what would happen to her if my body were to break down and I wasn't able to care for her the way she needed me to. So at that point, I was looking for a lifestyle change, and Juice Plus just made sense because I knew I wasn't going to be able to provide that kind of variety of fruits, veggies, and berries for my kiddos, not only for myself, but for my kiddos. So I was like, yes, right away, sign me up. I am ready to get this stuff into my family's bodies. And right away, we started seeing a difference in the kids. They were getting sick less. My energy went through the roof, you guys. I've never had this much energy before. I'm 40 years old and I feel like I'm like 18 again. It's incredible how much energy runs through this 40-year-old body. And then my husband, who has struggled with the shingles virus for the last 3-4 years, has finally been able to fight the shingles virus off. So consistently now for the last couple of years, he's been able to fight the shingles virus off. And it's just from whole food nutrition that we've been putting in the form of a capsule in our body. And the little very annoying girl issues, we're all females on this call right now, so I know you know what I'm talking about, but every month it was a nightmare, and those things have gotten so much better for me, and that made me a very happy girl. And honestly, we know that this is nutrition that we can't do without now. We'll never go without it. But also we have the peace of mind of knowing moving forward, we're going to have the kind of nutrition in our body so that we can take care of our daughter efficiently for as long as if she's going to need us to take care of her on this earth. So we're so grateful for what this nutrition has provided for us.
Oh, awesome, Rihanna. I never get tired of hearing your story. I think it's so powerful just as a mom, because I know how much my kids need me, and I know how much your kids need you. And it's so important. Like, husbands are great, right? Our spouses are great. They do a lot for us, but those kids, come on, let's be honest. They need their mamas, right? So it's, our health is so important, and our kids. So what I love about this healthy living revolution and these products and these programs is it's duplicatable. So my story was chronic ear infections, bronchitis, sick all the time. My daughter had GI stuff, constipation, just a lot of ongoing things that were just really frustrating in our house. I started working with these programs. I was able to drop 70 pounds, get rid of all my health issues, clean up my blood work, and I just continue to see, when you were talking about like the girl issues, like all of that stuff continues to improve. I look younger and younger every single year. My hair continues to get thicker and thicker. But the duplication part of it is I was sharing this on social media, and Miss Laura saw my story, and Laura came to me and she shared her story, and I'm going to have her share it with you to show you the power of the duplication of our products and our programs. Laura, can you go ahead and share your story?
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry, guys. I was at Blake Shelton last night screaming my head off in the Air Force Academy last night, so I am like really froggy because I was up until like midnight screaming. Woo! So I'm sorry. I'm a little hoarse this morning, but just because I was yelling too loud, not because I'm sick. So about 2 years ago, I started on this journey. I had gone to the doctor, and the doctor's like, just for my annual symptoms, like, you're overweight, and I had severe issues walking, and lots of pain in my back and my legs, and I was over 200 pounds. I was miserable. I was sick all the time. I had to have an MRI on my back, and they were showing that I had irritable bowel disease, and I had severe swelling around my sacral spine, which was causing the leg pain, causing me not to be able to walk very well. I reached out to Desiree after hearing, I was going to have to go through cortisone shots and treatments and further MRIs and be on painkillers and anti-inflammatories and whatever for, until they solved that problem. I talked to Desiree. I've been following her for years. I've known Desiree forever. I decided to start on this journey with Juice Plus, and over the course of the 2 years, I have realized, I've lost 65 pounds, and I have been able to sustain 65 pounds. I no longer have IBD symptoms. Once in a very rare blue moon, if I choose to be really crazy and just go totally out of binge and eat ridiculous stuff, I have no symptoms. I take no medications. I was living on Tylenol, Advil, you name it, just to keep bare minimums of being able to walk and chase my 3 kids around. I take none of that. I take no probiotics. I take my Juice Plus in the morning. I have a complete shake once, twice a day. My children are in the Children's Health Study, which is an amazing program. I've cleaned up their health. They weren't super sick kids, but they rarely catch cold and flus now. They're amazing. I have the energy to chase them around, and I've been able to do this for the last 2 years. It's pretty amazing.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing, Laura. I love Laura's story so much. It makes me so happy. Laura to me, she was like, here's my story. This is what I've got going on. And I was like, well, dude, I don't know if it's going to help you with everything, but it can't hurt you. And that's how I approach anybody. Like, I don't know what it's going to do for you, but let's try it. Like, if you are committed, I'm committed to you. Let's link arms and make this happen. And she is just proof of really what can happen when you commit to your health and you just start taking those small, simple, affordable steps. Now we're going to just transition into the business part of our call, the business that Rihanna and myself and Laura and Brenda do. It's built around word of mouth sharing. And I want to ask you guys, how many of you buy things that the TV and the radio recommend to you? Anybody? Like, I'm always skeptical. Like, I don't. But how many of you will go see a movie or buy a product that your best friends or people on Facebook are raving about? Like me, all the time.
Yeah.
It's where I find my best products.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, especially in the natural living world and the healthy living world, people are really stepping up their shopping game. And I love to find the gems that my people are using. Mm-hmm. So that's how we do this business, is word of mouth. What I love about it as a mom is it's safe, it's proven. Like I said earlier, it's the most thoroughly researched nutritional program in the world. There's nothing else like it. What we have is gold. So linking arms with powerful people like the four of us, just to inspire healthy living, is so great. Like I said before, Rihanna, myself, Laura, Brenda, we're not here to ask anything of you, but just to share why we do what we do, how it's changed our lives, and to simply offer it to anybody as an option. We all love the work we do, but we also work hard for our money, and we respect yours. And so it's nice to do something where you're paid very well to do a lot of good for people and have a lot of fun with amazing people. Some of the best relationships and the best friendships I've made are in this company. Like, I feel so grateful to be on this call with these amazing ladies. Because without this business, I would not have met them or grown friendships and relationships with them. So I'd love to highlight some of the features of this business, which is so helpful to so many. What I love about this virtual franchise is that when I started it, I was a single mom. It's a $50 fee to franchise yearly. I don't know of a business that is that affordable to get into. For that $50, they provide you an online office where you manage all of your products, your customers, your team members, and you can manage that from anywhere that you have access to a mobile device. And I love that as well. So I've got my iPhone, my iPad, and I can business wherever I'm at. The company, for the $50 a year, they manufacture the product, they ship it, they bill it, they collect the money, and they pay you and everybody on your team. And I love that. There's no inventory you have to keep except for all of the Juice Plus that you're feeding to yourself and your family. And that's so awesome. You get tons of support as a busy person. I'm a mom. I have 2 girls, and one is a toddler. And so I'm constant, Rihanna is very with her child who has special needs. Laura has little ones. So the support that we get is all of our commission levels are permanent. We have no quotas or minimums to meet. You can share it as little or as much as you like. We have friends who make millions of dollars a month, some of them tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. And some people just want to pay for their product, and that's okay. Whether you do a lot or a little, you're a blessing and you're serving others. And that's why we would love, we would love to have this as an option for you if you see value in doing it for yourself. There's no glass ceiling on this. There are no income territories or territorial restrictions, and we do business in over 20 countries. I have an international franchise. I love building internationally. It teaches me about the world around me, and I get to build relationships with amazing people I would have never met otherwise. But I also appreciate it as somebody who went to corporate America. I got a college degree. I went to corporate America. I did what they told me to do, and I was doing the job of somebody 5 pay grades above me, and I was giving the milk away for free, as I like to say. It's a totally stable company. I love that it's privately held. There are no stakeholders to appease. over 12 billion in sales, and on track to be 1 billion per year by the year 2020. Our company is growing so fast, I can hardly believe it. Like, my team is growing so fast, I can hardly believe it sometimes. So it's an awesome business that people see. You know, it's afforded me the opportunity to just pick up and leave Colorado and follow my husband to help further his career. So I'm really appreciative of it. But I would love for Rihanna to share her story and let you know what it's done for her amazing family.
Thanks again, Desiree. So obviously you guys with a child with special needs, for a person like me, working a corporate America 9-to-5 type of job, that's not for me. Like, there's no way I can do that with the many doctor's appointments, the many therapists that we see on a normal basis. I've had hospital stays up to 10 and 11 days, you know. It's just, that was not something that I was going to be able to do. So when I said yes to this business, it was because honestly, I was intrigued about the Tower Garden. There's this company that's trying to help me grow my own food. What? I've never heard of such a thing. And I wanted to know more because there's something about that was just so powerful to me. And surely enough, I come to find out they're inspiring people to, you know, live healthy around the world. And I just was very attracted to that. And then I learned about the research and I jumped in with both feet, and I'm having the time of my life, I have to tell you. But the first couple of months, I was just able to put a good dent in my grocery bill. And I was thrilled by that because, again, I was just staying home. I wasn't earning a dime, right? Not really. So the fact that I could go from earning just enough to put, you know, help put groceries on the table and then be able to pay my mortgage, that then told us that we have a game plan to being able to experience this dynamic of togetherness within our family, be able to bring my husband home from his very labor intensive 50 to 60 hour, job, work week, and have him help us with the daily care of my daughter. Maybe I'm not the only one taking her to all these doctor's appointments every day. It's multiple times a month. And then maybe he can help us homeschool the boys. And so these are things that we're working towards. And I know that those are things that we'll be able to experience because of what this mission has allotted for us. And so now not only do we have the fulfillment of being able to help people with their health, we have the ability to help ourselves wealth-wise and help others with their wealth as well. And that has just been such a joy and such a fun thing to get to do from home around my family's schedule and not have to work on somebody else's schedule.
That's so awesome. I love hearing that story. Michelle, do you want to jump in here and share your story? And then we're gonna hear from Brenda, who is like the boss lady here, who's been in this business long. She's been in the business longest, and we're gonna hear from her because we want you to hear the stability, and you know, it just continues to get better as you go on. So Michelle, would you grace us with your story, please?
Sure, and thank you so much for having me, guys. I have been with the Juice Plus company for 6 years, and I was like, the stories I'm hearing on here, we have so much in common because I also was a stay-at-home mom, but previously to being a stay-at-home mom, I was in corporate America for over 10 years. And so me doing something like this never even came to mind prior to learning about the Juice Plus company. But I had been home and things had changed in my life, and I was looking for a way to have that flexibility and that freedom of my time alongside being at home with my children. So I wanted to help contribute to our family's financial income, but be at home. And so this was so perfect. And I'll say at the time that I learned about Juice Plus, it was really because of my children. It was because of my son. He had, like you guys mentioned, he had some issues with digestion and all of those things that I knew he desperately needed to be on something like Juice Plus because he would not eat vegetables no matter what I did. And so just me taking a look at that for him turned into a business opportunity. And I am just floored by what has happened over the past 6 years. I could not have imagined being at home with my kids for the past 6 years, bringing in income that helps pay the mortgage, helps to pay the bills, and have this flexibility and this lifestyle that I never even imagined that they don't teach you in college. This is something that you don't learn that you can do in college. And I'm so thankful that another mom shared with me this opportunity, and the opportunity that has given me way more with self-development, with the people that I meet. I mean, this community is amazing. And just to be able to share with people something that has been so vital to my family's health, and to see the changes in their life also, and the health transformations that happen with them, is so much more fulfilling than sitting at a desk in front of a computer for 9 hours a day and not getting much feedback. But then when I hear the stories and hear how people's lives have changed, I know that I'm definitely in the right place. And I just encourage people to take a look at this opportunity, because it is amazing. And whether you do a lot or a little, like they say, it's a blessing no matter what you do, but you're going to be the one that's blessed throughout this business by the community, by the people that you meet, and by the lives that you're changed. So hopefully you'll take a look at this business, because it is amazing. And as you can see, the women on here are also amazing, and you'll meet so many more just like that too.
Thank you so much, Michelle. I'm just going to say this, Brenda. I wouldn't want to follow that, but I know you've got it. So, that was so good. I'm like, oh my God, so good. So, anyway, but Brenda is amazing, and I feel very blessed to have built a friendship with her over the last year or so. It seems like so much longer than that, but Brenda, I never get sick of hearing your story either, so please go ahead and share with us.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Desiree, for asking. And Michelle, you did phenomenal. And Rihanna and Laura, too. I never get tired of hearing the stories. They are amazing. I have been on this journey for about 10.5 years. I heard from a friend just an easy way to get more fruits and vegetables into my family's diets, and the prevention made so much sense. So we jumped on board with that. So fast forward, 10 years, I'll just share a little bit about my product story here and then jump into the business. What I have noticed, though, my son was 6 when we got started, my daughter 2. My son is now a junior. He just turned 17. He has not missed school since, get this, 2nd grade due to sickness. It's phenomenal. And Desiree, I know you mentioned about ear infections was kind of what happened to you. Each of my kids had an ear infection. My daughter, 8 or 9 months old. My son, 5, almost 6. Guess what? Prior to Juice Plus. And they haven't been diagnosed with one since. So we don't know what we stopped, So that's phenomenal for us. But my business side of this, or the mission as I like to call it, our game plan really, my husband and I are both accountants by trade. So our game plan was for me to stay home until our youngest was in kindergarten. Well, she's now in 7th grade, and I haven't had to go back to work because of this amazing mission, you guys, that we are on. I get to lock arms with amazing women, and my income from this amazing business has afforded us the opportunity to send our kids to private Christian school. And my son has been there since kindergarten, now a junior. My daughter since kindergarten, now in 7th grade. And it's not, all I'm saying is it is not cheap to go to that school. And as they rise in the grades, guess what else goes up? The cost goes up. Yeah. And my income that I've made from this, business has afforded us that opportunity, plus some extras. And where I'm at right now, I've positioned myself with this company that I am just knocking on that door to get some tuition benefit for my son, who's going to be in college in the blink of an eye, which I hate saying that, but it's going to happen. And that's just really amazing to me that we have a company that has those type of benefits. Something else that I've been thinking about, my husband hasn't said anything about retiring. I'm 48, almost 49. He's 56. But I'm thinking, you know what? I want to give him that opportunity to retire because we have got amazing benefits with our company. And we can just switch over to mine. I'm like, wouldn't that be phenomenal? We've been blessed and have not, struggled financially, but I don't know that we would have been able to continue with the private education that we wanted to and have that foundation for our children all during their school years, for this primary education. So I too am extremely blessed. All of these women here, I mean, I have not met Laura in person, loved your story. But everybody else here, Desiree and Rihanna actually is on my team. I love them, and I would not have probably met them without this opportunity. There's so many people. So we invite you to take a look at this, explore this with Rihanna, and let us know what questions that you have. We'd be glad to answer.
It's so awesome, Brenda. And I love it as a mom. How many parents are going, how am I going to pay for college? How am I going to pay for this? How am I going to pay for that? And our company is very generous with the tuition reimbursement. I mean, that's just not a benefit that any other company that I know gives personally. And you know what? As far as our benefits package, I just want to quickly say this. In a world where companies are constantly gutting their corporate benefits packages because it's so expensive to insure their people, our company continues to add generous benefits to our corporate benefits package. So it's very comprehensive. You're very well covered under it. And I continue to be wowed by the generosity of the way our company takes really great care of us. So I know your time is precious. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. So thank you guys again for taking your time to get onto this call. We hope that you have been inspired and you've learned a few things this evening. And I would love to ask you to help Rihanna, Laura, Brenda, myself, continue to spread the word about this business and this mission that we're on. So we're looking essentially for a couple kinds of people, okay? One person we're looking for is if you see value in this for your health or your family's health, we would love to link arms with you and make big things happen in your personal life and in your health journey. It's not very expensive. Juice Plus only costs $1 a day. It's simple, it's affordable, and it's convenient, and it's a great way to get concentrated nutrition into your body, you guys. This is one thing I will never, ever do without in my life. The second type of person we're looking for is somebody who would love some extra income, a way to work from home, a way to take control of their finances and bring back hope to them or their family. How many of you guys know people who could use an extra $500 to $1,000 a month and would love to have that income but don't want to get a second job, like working retail, bartending, whatever the part-time option there, okay? That's why I love this business. I would encourage you guys to think about what could an extra $500 to $1,000 look like in your pocket every month. Mm-hmm. What could you do for yourself or your family with that money? And who are the people you know who that would make a huge difference in their quality of life? And would you be willing to link arms with us so we can teach you how to share this with them? I know that Rihanna, Laura, Brenda, myself, we have some big goals just to impact as many lives as we possibly can. And so we love anybody who's willing to join us in this journey. Like we said, whether you do a lot or a little, you're a huge blessing and you have a huge opportunity to make an impact in this world that we live in. So after this call, get in touch with whoever invited you. And we can talk to you further about the additional details. If you have questions or anything, we're happy to answer those for you. But thanks again for joining us, and have an amazing week, everybody.
Bye. Thanks so much, everybody.
Bye.